Imagine you're walking outside on a perfectly normal morning. People are driving to work, kids are heading to school, coffee shops are opening, everything feels ordinary. Then, without warning, the sun disappears, not an eclipse, not clouds. The sun is simply gone. The sky instantly turns black, stars appear in the middle of the day. Confused people stop and stare upward, phones come out, social media explodes. At first, everyone thinks it's temporary, but 1 hour passes, then another, and the sun never comes back. The question isn't just, what happened? The real question is, could humanity survive 24 hours without the sun? Let's find out. The first thing you'd notice isn't the cold, it's the darkness. Even at noon, the world would look like midnight. Street lights would switch on automatically. Cars would turn on their headlights. Airplanes would rely entirely on instruments. Panic would spread almost instantly. Scientists around the world would scramble for answers. Governments would issue emergency broadcasts. People would rush to grocery stores, gas stations, banks. Within minutes, cities would begin experiencing massive traffic jams. Not because the world was ending, but because nobody knew what was happening. Fear spreads faster than facts, and uncertainty has always been one of humanity's greatest enemies. Here's something surprising. The Earth wouldn't freeze immediately. Our planet stores an incredible amount of heat. For the first several hours, temperatures would only fall by a few degrees. Most people indoors probably wouldn't notice much at first, but outside, the air would slowly become colder. Solar panels would stop producing electricity. Plants would immediately lose their source of energy. Animals would become confused. Birds would think it's nighttime. Many insects would stop moving. The natural rhythm of life would suddenly break. Everything on Earth has evolved around one predictable event: the sunrise. Without it, nature itself becomes confused. As darkness continues, human behavior begins to change. Supermarkets empty within hours. People buy bottled water, canned food, batteries, flashlights, anything they think might help. Hospitals switch to backup generators. Police departments receive thousands of emergency calls. Airports cancel flights. Shipping slows down. Schools close. Businesses shut their doors. The problem isn't just darkness, it's uncertainty. No one knows if the sun will return. Some prepare for one day, others prepare for forever. History has shown us that people don't only react to disasters, they react to the fear of disasters, and sometimes that fear creates even bigger problems. Now imagine the forests, the oceans, the mountains. Without sunlight, photosynthesis stops almost immediately. Plants can't produce new energy. Fortunately, 24 hours isn't enough to wipe out forests, but it does interrupt one of Earth's most important natural processes. No sunrise means flowers remain closed. Many animals stay hidden. Predators become confused. Migrating birds lose important navigation cues. Even sea creatures that depend on daylight begin behaving differently. The entire planet enters a state it was never designed to experience. It's like pressing pause on life itself. Now let's make this personal. You're sitting at home. The sun has been gone for nearly an entire day. What should you do? First, stay calm. Panic helps no one. Second, stay indoors unless absolutely necessary. Dark roads become far more dangerous. Third, conserve power. Use flashlights only when needed. Charge important devices while electricity is still available. Fourth, keep enough drinking water and non-perishable food nearby. And finally, stay informed through reliable emergency broadcasts instead of rumors online. Most importantly, remember that 24 hours isn't long enough to freeze the planet. The greatest danger during the first day wouldn't be temperature, it would be human panic. Survival often depends more on smart decisions than impossible strength. Then, just as suddenly as it vanished, the sun returns. Light floods the earth once again. Birds begin singing. Cities slowly return to life. People hug strangers. Scientists breathe a sigh of relief. For one unforgettable day, humanity was reminded of something we rarely think about. Every sunrise is a gift. The sun isn't just a bright object in the sky. It's the reason forests grow, the reason oceans stay warm, the reason crops feed billions of people. and ultimately, the reason we're alive. So the next time you watch a sunrise, take a second to appreciate it, because after imagining a world without it, you realize just how precious those first rays of light really are. I'm your Fox Guide from Survivalify. If you enjoyed today's survival scenario, subscribe for more incredible what-if adventures and historical survival stories, because sometimes the biggest survival lessons begin with a single question: what if? See you in the next adventure.